Welcome to Deep Thoughts, Part 3.
You heard him. We're actually here in the Deep Thoughts chamber, whatever that is. Again, this is your baby. This isn't random thoughts. This is deep thoughts.
Yeah.
So what do you got?
But you go first this time.
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
Out of all these videos, you want me to go first?
Yeah, go first. Try now.
All right. Do you ever want, they've made kind of funny references of this. That they made it in Animal House, and I think they did it at the end of Men in Black, the first one. But, they talk about how small we are figuratively in this universe that we are in and the galaxy. Do you ever wonder, and they say that a single atom on our finger could be its own tiny universe. And you ever wonder where they get these alternate universes? Is that it? These other galaxies. And if you could find some way to get there, whether it's a wormhole or something, that's how you get into these alternate universes.
But you ask me if I believe in that kind of stuff?
I ask him, what do you think?
I
I think that you're mental.
No, I think the curious part of me or the imaginative part of me would say that it'd be cool to know that, that skipping stone thrown in the lake, with every ripple, that goes out from that stone creates a different alternate timeline. For every action you took, there's countless other actions or inactions that were or weren't taken that create different universes in which you left for work 5 minutes late one day, and because of that, I don't know, you didn't meet someone, or you weren't there to pick something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's fascinating to me.
That is weird. You think about that, like you said, you leave 5 minutes late, and maybe that saves you from having an accident.
Yes.
Or you leave 5 minutes early. All these things that you ultimately decide alter the course of history every few seconds.
Yeah.
Like us sitting up here recording a video. We're not out there. We're not running into somebody. We're not doing this. We're not doing that.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's deep, isn't
it? It is. And it bears weightier thought and ponderance, I guess.
Sure. All right.
No, not now, though. Okay.
What do you got?
Are you ever like at home? Well, I know with you it's different because you got a family. Yeah,
I do have a family.
Yeah, you
unless we're in some alternate universe, and I don't.
But like maybe before, I don't know. I'm saying like, you ever like say stuff out loud to yourself? Like if you're in the car by yourself or something, do you ever like just go like say something like?
I don't go, but I do like. Or say something like, "Man, that was stupid," or something like that.
No.
Oh, here we go with it. No.
No. What I mean is like like toast it.
No.
Like if you're at home, cooking dinner. Just like sometimes I'm at home and
I this is, I guess, embarrassing a bit. When I was younger, back in the Attitude Era of wrestling, there was one time where Stone Cold hit the Undertaker with a shovel,
mm-hmm.
and there were times in the kitchen where I'd get this like skillet out when I'd cook a grilled cheese, and I'd pick it up like, "Get up, you bastard!" and I'd like swing it.
That's fun. That's cool. That's just
That's not deep.
Well, I'm saying like when you get older, like here recently, I was at Taco Bell picking something up.
Don't tell me you did this at Taco Bell.
Well,
wait a minute. You went to Taco Bell?
They got Pepsi there.
That's deep.
Anyway, so I got my food, and they handed it to you because of the COVID in this little container,
mm-hmm.
and as they handed it to me, I sort of said under my breath, "Hand it," and then they get it, hand it.
You said that loud enough where they could hear you?
No, I think by that time I'd rolled it, but I'm driving off and I'm laughing hysterically to myself, going, "Hand it."
No, I've yelled at myself in the car.
Yeah, like maybe you should have done this, you should have done that.
No, like been aggravated at something stupid and just like,
yeah,
stop it.
but I mean, like,
No, I know.
just really weird. Like when that movie Foxcatcher came out, I would start doing the impression of
Yeah, I know.
that guy over and over again in the car and
See,
saying
no, I
stuff to
don't.
myself. You don't.
No, I laugh in the car, but I have to laugh at something funny. I'm
Yeah, I
not
mean,
just-
yeah, that's usually what I do. Is I'll be saying stuff and I'll be just laughing to the point where I'm starting to shed tears.
Why did I agree to do a Deep Thoughts Part 3?
I mean, and people try to nail me down. Well, what are you saying? And
Nothing.
it depends on what day it is, what time, what's on my mind. But I'll be saying it over and over and over and over again. Sometimes I'll be screaming it.
Yeah, I remember the toasted thing.
Yeah, well, there was that time I made the roast. I went roast, beef roast.
All right.
Yeah, you remember that?
No.
Well, you weren't there for it. That's probably why I was doing
Probably a
it.
good thing.
So
I see why now we never were roommates. You ever think about when, the time comes and your number's called and it's time to go home? Do you ever freak out? Like, I always think about this now, especially when I'm getting older and whatever, my kids take care of me when I pass on. Is, I don't want to be cremated, so put me in a casket with a headstone. That way, maybe I've made an impact on somebody's life. They'll come by and pay their respects. What happens if you wake up underground?
I don't think about that because I trust that
The medics will pronounce you dead.
yeah.
But there have been counts where they
Yeah.
pronounce people dead. So I'm thinking about now is when I write my will is to make sure there's a fully charged cell phone in the car that's got a pretty good signal. That way I can call and say, hey, I'm still here. You may want to come get me. Because you got to think about it. If they say that you passed on, and it's roughly 10 to 14 days before it's a funeral and you're put underground. So that's 2 weeks of no food, no drink. So if you were to somehow miraculously wake up, you're going to be pretty thirsty and hungry. You obviously aren't going anywhere because it's a lot of dirt on top of you. And your oxygen supply is going to be going down pretty fast.
Well, the point is that you're going to die though. Then, so right.
Why would you want to die like that? Now, I'm not per se a claustrophobic guy, but to think about a casket on top of me and not be able to open it and know that I'm 6 feet deep, that would really.
Well, what if you woke up and you were like you heard voices talking to you like that, even though you were alone?
What the hell are you supposed to do? You're stuck.
Yeah.
See that I'm already getting like.
Yeah.
And I'm not a claustrophobic guy, but if I'm in a tight spot and I know I can't get out, I think that would weird me out a little bit.
Well,
or would say the opposite. Say, okay, then I'll do cremation and they can scatter my ashes somewhere else. What if you wake up before they turn that incinerator on? And I'm hot-natured as it is.
Well,
At least it would be quick, I guess.
yeah, it'd be a lot quicker. Yeah.
I'm glad you look at the bright side of things. I'm looking about, hey, it's not my time yet. I got to, even if it's 5 more minutes, get me out of here. Let me enjoy it, not burn me up in those 5 minutes.
The point is, though, it's going to be your time here in about 5 minutes. Then.
Well, this has been fun, starting the channel and everything. Thank you guys so much for everything. You're gonna film my death?
No. I meant you took that the wrong way.
Oh,
This isn't a snuff film.
wait a minute.
It's not that kind of a channel.
I hope not.
No. So. No, I hadn't thought about that.
I'm doing pretty good. I got you stumped a little bit.
Okay,
These
all right.
deep thoughts is working in my favor.
It is.
Maybe we should do more of these.
Yeah. All right. So, here's my thing,
Oh boy.
and this is something I think I've discussed with you before.
Mm.
So it's not going to really surprise you, I guess. But
Sure.
I happen to think that on this planet there still exists what some people would qualify as dinosaurs or dragons, and some of them exist in the Congo River Basin in Africa. And I've thought to myself before, and I think you've entertained this idea from me.
I don't know if I've entertained it, but I've definitely listened.
Wouldn't it be great to go there
No.
on an expedition?
You want to go to the Congo. You know how hot it gets in Texas? Imagine it hotter there. There are killer insects down there, venomous snakes, not to mention the cannibal tribes that are down there.
Yeah, but you're going to have a guide.
How do we know this guide is reliable? What, you pay him all this money, he takes you out in the middle of nowhere and then leaves you.
Well,
Or leads you right to the cannibals.
Sometimes you have to take risks in life. I'm saying this is
But
a risk worth taking. Wouldn't you want it like you're forging your way through the jungle, and then you go through that canopy, you move the large leaves away and you stare, and all of a sudden you're looking up at a 30-foot beast. It's a herbivore, so it's not gonna eat you.
no.
I thought we could get this whole expedition team together, like you and me, get Rodney, Lopez, Harris,
No.
get on a plane.
I don't really
And
think
I
we're
envision
gonna
this thing, they're
do it.
playing Toto's Africa.
Or long tall salad.
Well, that'd be good too, yeah. you know.
No. I have no ambition to trek around in the mud and the heat in the Congo.
A few years ago, I was looking, and there actually are expeditions you can pay. And the more members, the more people sign up, the less the expense is. But there are guides who will take you there.
Are there any reports of them leaving you there?
No. Here's the thing. It's only like, if you get up to like 8 or 10 people, it's only like $5,000 or $6,000 a person.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I can swing that.
The only problem is with the local government there. I think sometimes you get held up for a little bit. So what could have been 2 or 3 weeks turns into 2 months maybe.
No. Pass.
I'm just saying
Make sure you film it so we can put it on the channel. I'll
that was
stay
the
here and
intention
do
now.
top actors.
Remember when I said I would lead the expedition? Remember that?
Yeah, and you said you paid for it at one point. I ain't paying for that.
I think if we do like a GoFundMe page or some kind of fundraiser.
No, I'm not asking these glorious 60 subscribers to fund this expedition.
I want to put this out to our subscribers and our ardent fans out there. If you guys really want to see me and Jack going on the forging a path in the Congo to find a 30-foot prehistoric, still living, beast.
Thanks for stopping by. Don't worry, I'm going to omit the last portion of this. We're not trying to take anybody's money on an adventure that is a little far-fetched, in my opinion.
But then wait. Think about this. So we find them, right? And then during the course of finding the creature, we find like a tribe there, or 2 tribes, one good, one like bad or evil. And our team, there's like a schism between our team. There's tension, and there's like a conflict that splits us up. And all of a sudden we start like down in like war pain and stuff like that. And we start riding Brontosaura through the jungle against each other.
This has been fun. That was Deep Thoughts Part 3. We really went off the railroad tracks on this one.
And then pterodactyl.
I think we freaked them out enough. Look out possibly for Part 4. I'm not yimming out of here. Bye.